Hello everyone and welcome to new market review starting from 13th of July until 17th of July 2026, and this week is going to be a busy week mainly on Tuesday and Wednesday, so don't miss that. On Tuesday and Wednesday we will have the main red folder impact news beside the political tension that is running between Iran and USA. Let's focus on this week. I think we will be having the core CPI on Tuesday, and we will have core PPI and news on Canadian dollar, the interest rate on Canadian dollar. So don't miss these 2 days on Tuesday and Wednesday, which is going to be busy, and we will identify what we will be having. We will be trading accordingly based on the currency that you are trading. If you are trading the British pound pairs that is related to the British pound, it will start with the Bank of England governor speaks, and then we will have another day for Bank of England. Also, governor speaks on Tuesday and on Wednesday. And we will have the US dollar impact news and Canadian dollar. So you can focus on British pound, US dollar, and Canadian dollar pairs. And then you can also focus on if you are trading commodities such as gold and silver, the US oil, British oil, you can also look at that. So now let's move into the chart and let's see what we can look for this week. As always, I start with the DXY or the US dollar index. This is the weekly chart. And if you see, I already put an alert here expecting that the dollar to come up, but it did not. Last week, this candle also, it was in the range. It did not hit the previous week low, neither hit the previous week high. I'm not going to do anything with the DXY until I have a clear direction. Then you adjust the line like this, and we will be looking at how the structure will develop for this week. Let's go to the daily chart on DXY. It was on Monday. We have this doji. It came, rebalanced this fair value gap on the daily, came down, then it pushed up, then it came down, then we had FOMC on Wednesday, and then it moved lower on Friday, took all these liquidities, and then closed inside the range. I'm expecting that DXY to continue moving higher. I'm expecting DXY to do something like this and then start moving higher, maybe to take the liquidity above this high. Moving to gold chart. So in gold, this is the weekly chart for gold. As I told you in the last market review, I now started to focus more on gold because I'm getting more opportunity on gold as gold move faster than other currencies. So I started focusing mainly on trading gold using 4-hour and 1-hour chart, and they are a very good opportunity. I found that less is more. So let's look at the gold. For the gold, is as the start of the week, it swiped the liquidity above, and then it moved lower, swipe the liquidity below, and then move back inside the range. Let me show you on the daily chart. On the daily chart, this was on Monday. Monday, the price moved higher, took the liquidity, and created an SMT as it took the high. This was an SMT. Then it started moving lower. Move lower, I had good opportunity on Wednesday somewhere here, and then it pushed lower, took the liquidity below this low, and then push higher inside the range. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. So as soon as it swiped the liquidity, it created double diamond. The price moved lower. It gave us an opportunity here. If you did not catch this opportunity, I personally did not catch this one. I catch somewhere here on 1-hour chart. the price moved lower, took the liquidity below this low, and then trapped everyone and started moving higher inside the range. So we will be looking for opportunity either way, whether the price might take the liquidity above and then close below. So let's adjust the lines for the week, previous week high and previous week low, and then we will look for opportunity either way. So looking for the goal to, as a start of the week, to push higher, take this liquidity and go lower. Or my first expectation that it the high of the range and then might go lower. We will see. It might take the high because it started and then move lower. But we will see on Tuesday with the CPI news what will have, what kind of setup or structure it will create. This is the daily chart. The price started last week. It took the high and then moved inside the range. We will see how the market develops. So it might create some sort of structure like this, and it will go and take the high first. After taking the high, it will trap everyone and then it will close inside the range. This is the first scenario that I am looking for. Or if even better, if it go lower first, this low and move lower, this low, previous week low, and then start pushing and then take the sweep of the liquidity, and then it will push higher and target the high of the range. Let's see how the market will develop. For other currency, let's look quickly. So this is the Nasdaq. So Nasdaq also, it was very interesting to see that the market took the previous week low and then it pushed higher inside the range. This is the previous week low, took the liquidity, push inside the range. It was a very good opportunity last week. This is the daily chart, the 4-hour chart. As soon as the price swiped the liquidity below, it created this reversal candle, swipe the liquidity, a price close inside the range, give us a bullish candle. You can trade this all the way up to this high or higher high of the swing. This is a good opportunity on Wednesday. On Monday, it was only a continuation. And then Wednesday was the low of the week. So let's look also on other currency. Let me adjust this first. This previous week high and previous week low. Always adjust it and be prepared for the week. Now, British pound took the high of this candle, the weekly candle, but it did not take the high of this candle. We can adjust it again. This is for bullish structure. What I'm expecting for the British pound, and with the economic news, the red folder news that is coming, I'm expecting that it will at least take all these failure swings, we are calling it, before moving lower. The second scenario, it might also move a little bit lower, rebalance this area, and then push higher. Let's see how the market develops for the British pound. This is good reversal candle on the daily for Friday. It took the liquidity of these, but I don't think that it will push from here. It will at least take this liquidity as well. Let's see how this develop. Let's look at the Canadian dollar because we will be having a red folder news for the Canadian. So Canadian dollar also, it took the liquidity below the previous week low and push back inside the range. Let's have a look at the daily. The daily, as you see on Friday, it pushed below the range. The 4-hour chart, yes, it started moving lower. It was a continuation Friday where it swiped the liquidity and then start moving higher. Let's adjust the line again. Since it's already took the liquidity below, it might push higher, take the liquidity of the high. So this is the first target, This is the second target. It is valid target. So this is what I have for this week. And happy trading. Master the market, master yourself, and we'll see you next week. Take care and goodbye.